Nordic Scandinavian Street Style, How Sweden Dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. Stop everything and be honest with yourself for a moment. The bedrock of Nordic Scandinavian street style lies in a deep-seated philosophy of minimalism, a principle that dictates how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, and it's far more profound than just wearing black and white. Scandinavian minimalism is about intentionality and sustainability, focusing on a curated wardrobe of high quality, long-lasting pieces over transient disposable items. This means embracing a subdued but rich color palette: charcoal greys, deep navies, bone whites, camel and earth tones. These are colors that work seamlessly together, simplifying the process of getting dressed, a core component of Nordic Scandinavian street style. The silhouettes are clean, often slightly oversized for comfort and layering, but always retaining a sharp architectural line. Functionality is paramount. This is fashion designed to navigate cold climates and city life, not just sit still for a photo. When we examine looks from Stockholm or Gothenburg, the clothing always appears comfortable, yet flawlessly tailored, which is the ultimate, subtle expression of true luxury. This commitment to less but better means that every piece of clothing carries weight and purpose, making the entire aesthetic feel highly intentional and sophisticated. The ultimate guide to how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. This is not just a style choice, it is a life choice that promotes visual peace and reduces wardrobe stress. A non-negotiable component of Nordic Scandinavian street style is the mastery of layering, an art perfected out of necessity due to the climate, but elevated into a high fashion statement that defines how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. The secret here is not bulk, but texture. Swedish street style expertly combines different high-quality fabrics to create visual depth and warmth without sacrificing a clean silhouette. Imagine a look built from the ground up. A thin silk base layer, followed by a chunky wool knit, and topped with a structured, oversized coat in a contrasting matte finish. This textural interplay, the softness of wool against the smoothness of leather, the crispness of cotton beneath the density of a shearling Colaris key to the Nordic Scandinavian street style. Furthermore, the layers often play with different lengths and volumes: a long trench over a shorter jacket, or an oversized scarf draped over a sleek blazer. This not only makes the outfits functional for transitioning from the crisp air of Malmö to the indoors of a Stockholm cafe, but also transforms simple garments into complex, considered ensembles. This technique allows for significant creative expression within the minimalist framework, ensuring that even when colors remain neutral, the overall look is rich and dynamic, a true reflection of how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. In Nordic Scandinavian street style, footwear is never an afterthought. It is a central grounding element that must seamlessly blend robust function with impeccable design, a hallmark of how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. When navigating the cobbled streets of Gamla stan or the rainy avenues of Gothenburg, shoes need to perform, which is why the Scandi aesthetic prioritizes durable, high-quality materials and practical shapes. The reigning champions are chunky boots, from polished leather combat styles to sleek, waterproof ankle boots with lug soles. Loafers and classic trainers are worn, but they are always pristine and often feature a slight platform or heavier sole to suit the weather. You will rarely see high heels or delicate sandals, as they contradict the core principle of utility within Nordic Scandinavian street style. The footwear choice often provides the only element of statement or edge to an otherwise minimalist outfit. For instance, an otherwise classic coat and trouser combination can be instantly modernized by a pair of heavy military-style boots. This pragmatic approach doesn't compromise style. Instead, it elevates it by demonstrating that fashion is intelligent and tailored to real life. This commitment to functional chic in footwear is a defining, non-negotiable characteristic of how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, across all the major cities. One of the most recognizable and enduring elements of Nordic Scandinavian street style is the confident use of oversized silhouettes, defined by clean architectural lines that perfectly summarize how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. This isn't just about wearing clothes that are too big. It's a deliberate design choice that communicates ease, modernity, and a slight masculine edge, often seen on the streets of Stockholm's trendiest districts. Think of the perfect oversized blazer with strong shoulders and a long line, or a wide-leg wool trouser that drapes beautifully from the waist. The key is in the balance. An oversized top will typically be paired with a slightly more fitted bottom, or a voluminous coat will hang over a sleek column silhouette underneath, maintaining a visual focus and avoiding the look of being swamped. This proportion play is crucial for successful Nordic Scandinavian street style. This use of volume is a subtle form of quiet luxury, as it requires a high-quality fabric to hold the shape and structure without collapsing or looking sloppy. The resulting look is always comfortable, yet highly sophisticated and effortlessly cool, a testament to the fact that style can prioritize the wearer's comfort without sacrificing form, a principle strongly embraced in how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. While minimalism dominates, the Nordic Scandinavian street style is far from boring, employing a highly calculated use of color and print that reveals the nuances of how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. The base remains neutral, but color is introduced in thoughtful, impactful doses. It's often a single, powerful piece, a brightly colored knit sweater in cobalt blue, a vivid forest green coat, or a burgundy accessory, breaking the neutral stream. This use of color is intentional and often serves as the focal point of the entire ensemble, ensuring that the outfit still feels cohesive and considered. When prints are used, they tend towards classic, graphic, and subtle patterns, steering clear of busy florals or aggressive logos. Think thin stripes, muted checks, or perhaps a singular, bold geometric design. This restraint is vital to maintaining the Nordic Scandinavian street style's core tenet of understated elegance. The colors chosen often reflect the natural world-deep blues reminiscent of the sea off Gothenburg, or rich greens and terracottas mirroring the Swedish landscape. This allows the outfits to feel both contemporary and grounded, adding just the right amount of visual interest without disrupting the overall calm aesthetic, a precise art that defines how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. Accessories in Nordic Scandinavian street style are perhaps the best illustration of the less is more ethos, acting as quiet statement makers that underscore how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. Unlike other fashion capitals, where accessories might shout, here they whisper refinement. Jewelry is minimal, often gold, and layered subtly, a few delicate chains or simple architectural earrings. Scarves are functional and luxurious, thick wool or cashmere in a neutral color, draped for warmth rather than tied aggressively. Handbags are chosen for their clean structure, utility, and quality of material, typically a simple leather tote or a crossbody bag that allows for hands-free city navigation. The key accessory that often defines Nordic Scandinavian street style is eyewear, usually a pair of contemporary architectural sunglasses with thick, dark frames, providing an instant touch of cool, modern sophistication. Everything is meticulously cared for. The bag is unscuffed, the scarf is lint-free, the jewelry shines quietly. This attention to small, functional details ensures that the accessories enhance the overall look without ever becoming a distraction, perfectly reflecting the thoughtful, utility-driven aesthetic of how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, across Stockholm and beyond. A progressive and powerful trend in Nordic Scandinavian street style is the noticeable blurring of traditional gendered aesthetics, a core aspect of how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. This approach moves beyond gender neutrality and into a space where style is simply about form and function, not sex. Women frequently wear oversized, tailored, menswear-inspired pieces, strong-shouldered blazers, wide-leg trousers, and functional overcoats are prime examples. Conversely, menswear incorporates softer textures, more fluid lines, and a greater emphasis on color integration. This fluidity is deeply rooted in the egalitarian values of the region. The clothes are designed to empower the wearer with comfort and confidence, regardless of gender. This fusion creates incredibly versatile and inherently modern silhouettes that are central to Nordic Scandinavian street style. It encourages intentional dressing by focusing on fit and material rather than predefined style rules. This confident appropriation of traditional codes is a powerful visual statement, and an essential component of the contemporary aesthetic scene in cities like Malmö and Gothenburg, providing a clear glimpse into how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. Perhaps the most aspirational element of Nordic Scandinavian street style is its inherent tie to sustainability and longevity, a conscious decision that governs how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. This isn't just about eco-friendly fabrics, it's about a cultural shift towards conscious consumption. Swedish style favors investment in fewer, higher-quality items that are designed to last for years, a direct contrast to fast fashion. The commitment to natural, durable fibers and timeless designs means that the Nordic Scandinavian street style wardrobe naturally resists obsolescence. Buying vintage, repairing garments, and prioritizing brands with transparent ethical practices are normalized behaviors. This focus on durability explains the preference for classic shapes and neutral colors that are inherently versatile and less prone to dating. When you see a high-quality wool coat in Stockholm, you are looking at a 10-year commitment. This is where the concept of value surpasses cost. The sophistication of how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, is rooted in this respect for quality, labor, and the environment, adding a layer of ethical elegance that makes the aesthetic feel deeply authentic and responsible. While minimalism and functionality form the base, the final layer of Nordic Scandinavian street style is the embracing of small, personal quirks, which prevents the aesthetic from ever becoming uniform or dull, and reveals the personal side of how Sweden dresses in 2025. Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. This isn't anarchy, it's a subtle, deliberate injection of personality. It might be a vintage band tee worn under a tailored blazer, a brightly coloured sock peeking out from an otherwise muted trouser, or a fun, small patch sewn onto a classic denim jacket. These little anomalies often seen among the younger generations in Malmö, what make the Nordic Scandinavian street style feel uniquely individual. They demonstrate that the wearer is confident enough in their classic foundation to introduce a playful, unexpected element without disrupting the overall clean aesthetic. These small quirks prevent the minimalist look from feeling overly serious or corporate, and are the vital ingredient that allows the style to remain fresh and engaging, ensuring that how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, is about individual expression within a universal framework of quality. The single most captivating element of Nordic Scandinavian street style, the one that transcends the clothes themselves and ultimately defines how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, is the unforced confidence of the wearer. The Scandi aesthetic looks effortless precisely because it is worn with an air of assured relaxation. There is no sense of peacocking or desperate attention-seeking. The confidence comes from knowing that the clothes are of high quality, they fit well, they are appropriate for the environment, and they reflect a well-thought-out personal philosophy. This internal assurance is what makes the simple, clean lines of Nordic Scandinavian street style so powerful. It's the quiet authority of someone who doesn't need external validation from logos or loud trends. This authentic poise is visible in the way people move in hurried and comfortable whether they are cycling through Gothenburg or waiting for the metro in Stockholm. This final crucial ingredient demonstrates that how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, is not just a visual style. It is an embodiment of a larger cultural value centered on ease, quality, and self-possession. It's the ultimate expression of style without fuss. So there you have it, the comprehensive guide to Nordic Scandinavian street style and the specific principles that dictate how Sweden dresses in 2025, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. We've journeyed from the minimalist philosophy and intentional layering to the importance of functional footwear and the confidence of unforced style. The takeaway is clear. True elegance is found in simplicity, quality, and the conscious choice to invest in a wardrobe that supports your life, rather than complicates it. By adopting these Scandi principles focusing on architectural lines, neutral colors, and high-quality texture residue, can effortlessly achieve the sophisticated, timeless look seen across Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Malmö. You now have the blueprint to transform your own daily dressing into an act of self-assured chic. Before you go and begin curating your new wardrobe, Please make sure you subscribe to Stockholm Street Fashion, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments below. Which minimalist principle from this Nordic Scandinavian street style tour will you be adding to your daily routine first? Thank you for watching, and may your style always be both elegant and wonderfully effortless.